put people into this kind of spectacular place where everything is stripped away. There's no pretense, there's nowhere to hide. If it's hard, there's only one person to blame. And you don't have to focus on the hard parts. You just stop and look at how absolutely gorgeous the scenery is and how lucky we are to be here.
I just love that we are running where people aren't allowed to hike. And that's what got me excited, that we're seeing places and running on trail that people don't get to walk on.
So welcome to the 2016 version of Golden Gate Challenge. Massive round of applause for everyone who's here. It's been a huge effort to get to this point. We've been challenged by nature's elements and a few other things, but we are here, everyone's here, and before I do tell you more about tomorrow, I'd just like to call up Andrew Fenter, CEO of Wildlands, to give you a few welcoming words.
There's a few runners in the group who are going to take off like spring hares and will come back in 2 to 3 hours every day. No idea how they do it. And they'll compete amongst themselves. And that'll be great and we'll attract them with interest. But actually it's for the balance of the field. I really urge you to take your time. Soak it up. You go into areas that actually general public's not allowed into. You will see and experience things that normally you can never do. Don't just run past them. If you're tired, stop, have a look around. Seriously, keep going, but stop for a while.
One of my mates, who I did the 3 cranes challenge with a few years ago, was keen to do another stage race with me again, and he got the email. So he forwarded it to me, and we managed to get 2 other mates together, and the 4 of us came down here and we decided to sort of have a little mates reunion. Come check it out, and it's a beautiful area out here.
The energy, the hype, everything from the music to the people, the smiles, the food. Yeah, it really is the most phenomenal weekend.
I would call this the oppie-koppie of running. This is more like a running festival than actual running. It's absolutely amazing.
It's almost like a geography lesson to meet people from all kinds of small towns, all kinds of backgrounds, and sort of share stories and connect. It's a really special experience.
Well, you know what? I've seen this event right from inception, and I think it's been growing very, very well with an amazing momentum. And I think, of course, All Mutual as a sponsor, we are very, very grateful to them. I don't think this event would have been possible if it wasn't really for the support that they gave.
Just to remind you why we're here as Wildlands and why you're here as runners. The reason that we put these events together is really to profile places like Golden Gate. There are a handful of South Africans that are brave enough to even think about taking on the challenge that you're taking on over the next 3 days, and then actually have the ability to finish it, and finish it with a smile, and then go home, more importantly, and become ambassadors for this beautiful area. Many of you will have done a number of the Wild Series events. You know that we have the privilege of taking you to some of the most spectacular, beautiful parts of the world, the Drakensberg, Mfolozi, up into the Karkloof, to give you the opportunity to do something that very few other South Africans are able to do. And that's where you come into your own.
This is where you are taking breaths that you never felt you would ever have to take, and you're walking with your hands on your knees, you're looking at your watch and it's 20 minutes okay, and you don't quite understand that until you're actually doing it.
Yeah, funny things happen to the body after 2 days of running, and the mind, and sometimes when you have to work really hard to get to a place, then the reward is so much greater.
People really love Golden Gate. They love being here. They love actually being challenged by these mountains. As a park, we're very grateful.
very rare I get to just turn my phone off and run around the mountains. So my phone's been in my bag for 3 days, which is really cool.
Biggest sense of relief, and at the same time they're like, oh no, is it really over? I always have such like torn emotions at the end of days like this because you've loved it so much, but at the same time you're feeling broken.
After 3 cranes, they put out a challenge and sort of come and do the Grand Slam. That's all 4 runs in their series. So this morning's run is the culmination and the last day of the Grand Slam. So yeah, we are now slammed.